Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Super Mario Galaxy 2. Last time, our world got a whole lot bigger. We made it all the way to Starship Mario. We made it all the way to World 4. Look at how big the Grand World map has become now. You can see some things that are coming up. Things are looking kind of ominous on the horizon, but I'm sure it's nothing that we can't do. This time, we have prankster comments that have popped up. It seems like that's how a lot of our travels each day seem to be starting lately. But it's not gonna stop anytime soon. We're going back into Bowser's Lava Lair and trying to take on the big bad Mr. Awesome himself with another challenge on top of it. Oh, and without Mr. Awesome himself being involved, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, your expectations weren't too high. We're going into the Lava Lair speedrun. Yeah, Star is just at the end of a certain location. You just run part of the level, no boss fight involved. And it's another one of these clock collecty ones. Now, I could always defeat that Magic Koopa, but I don't feel like it. I'm just gonna long jump and spin. It's yet another sequence break. No need to use the Pole Star, no need to defeat those enemies. Save time wherever possible. Save time, live better. Okay, no, I don't want to give accidental free publicity to a very controversial brand there. Well, I guess I don't really need the extra health anyway if I'm trying to be in a hurry. I don't need the clock either if I'm trying to be in a hurry. I'm sorry, man, it's just, do I want to use up my seconds for no purpose other than getting more seconds? If I did, I would be no better than Paper Mario Sticker Star. Man, I really didn't have anything, I thought I didn't have anything terrifying to talk about though, but man, I sure found a way. Take you out. Quick double kick. I mean it though, like, you know, you use up your stickers just so you can get more stickers. It's kind of a self-defeating problem. Go down. Man, I like how it was falling faster than me there. I don't think that's how physics works, and I don't think Mario has enough wind resistance to make that possible. Oh, barely. I mean, I meant to do that, sure. Well, I'll take you. Oh, that was almost a disastrophe. I've said that since I was like 3 years old. Take the one-up that's now in place of the, oh, pop-out. Huh. Grab Pound on you, it's like we're looking pretty good. I guess if we want to talk about more terrifying things, Miyamoto, when he's not too busy ruining Paper Mario, he's doing, okay, no. I don't want to get into that whole debacle, but, I wanted to say that Miyamoto has dropped in interviews that originally Donkey Kong and Pikmin were better at this game than me. Oh, come on! That sentence got left off at a pretty intriguing point. So I'm making you wait an extra few precious seconds before I tell you the incredibly interesting factoid that Donkey Kong and Pikmin were originally planned to appear in Galaxy 2. I think personally that Donkey Kong is very overdue for appearing in a main Mario title again because he's just kind of treated like he doesn't exist, especially ever since the series went 3D. He's never in main games at all, and yet he does canonically exist. We get little nods to him, such as New Donk City and all that, and he's a guy that I really wish would appear. He rejected the idea due to Donkey Kong and Pikmin having very awkward head shapes to jump on, which implies that they would have been enemies? I'm not sure exactly what I'm getting out of that interview for like what it could have been. I wanted to show that if you keep going anyway after the end of the level, there is a one-up for you. And this one you might actually be able to get if you have the mocks. That's the grown-up version of Moxie, the mocks. Moxie is what they call it when it's 5 years old. Pitiful. Galaxy complete. You know, okay. I meant to show this before. Sheesh. Keeping my options up. I know that we're seeing a lot of the same levels a lot ever since the prankster comments have started showing up, but youch. What I was trying to say, before I got interrupted, World 1 is 100%. We have platinum crowns on everything. This one's only got Boulder Bowl left to go. World 3's looking pretty nice. And World 4, well, we don't talk about World 4. We just do World 4. I think, which one of these? I got 4 options. I don't remember what this prankster comment is. Big Wiggler speedrun. So many speedruns, so little time. Good thing they're speedruns, right? Well, I don't have a lot to say about Supermassive Galaxy that I haven't already said. It's a good take on an old concept without being too in your face about it. Does a lot of new and interesting things about it. That coin rotating and being a wall jumping surface is just genius. So I wanted to talk about a more, I guess, general topic that I hadn't really had a chance to yet. So it's a not so hidden fact that this game was originally planned to be DLC for Super Mario Galaxy. At least that's what we think. The internal working title for the game, if you look at the files, is Super Mario Galaxy More, not Super Mario Galaxy 2. This is something that I didn't really hear being controversial that much, but I knew a lot of people in college that like refused to give this game their money or give it the chance at all because of that one thing that like, oh, well, I heard from a hacker online that this was originally planned to be DLC, so nope, not worth the money. And like, I don't know how widespread of an opinion that is, but I've always found it to be such a bizarre like opinion. Okay, so I want to kind of go into the technical specs of the Wii for a second. The Wii rarely, if ever, featured DLC for like full retail games. Samba de Amigo and like Rock Band are the only ones I can even think of, and that's just extra song packs. It's that way because the Wii's internal system memory, the flash memory, is 512 megabytes. That's all that it had in there by default. It had an SD card slot, but it wasn't able to play things directly off the SD card slot. There was an update for the Virtual Console eventually that let you play games that you had saved to the SD card slot without having copied them to the memory, but what it was actually doing was temporarily copying parts of the game to make it run so that it was able to go fast enough because it wasn't optimized for doing that in the first place. So, with that being the way that the system was, the fact that this game is a full-blown different game, even if it does reuse some ideas, it is a different game. And there's the fact that it's over a gigabyte, meaning that it wouldn't have been able to have been played in this way. It just simply wasn't a possibility with the hardware the way it was for it to have been DLC. So that says to me that they really only had two options. Either put it on a disc and sell it to us as a standalone game like they did, or make everyone buy a hard drive. And I think, honestly, we got the better end of the deal because if they went with the make everyone buy a hard drive approach, not only were external drives very expensive at the time, but you also have the fact that you also had to own Galaxy 1 to be able to play 2, and you might not have owned that as well. I think we got the better end of the deal, and it's not so much a problem with the game as it was just an honest byproduct of decisions made by the hardware people 5 years ago in a room somewhere. I don't get the hate for that this was meant to be DLC and they expanded it another game, because we got a new hub world, we got a new soundtrack, we got new orchestral versions of songs that were in Galaxy 1. Honey Hop, for instance, that was originally more of I think it was originally a synthetic song where we had synthesized instruments, and it didn't stay that way. They gave us a new performed version of it, so like the production values are there. I'll give you that it doesn't have much of a story, but Galaxy 1 and Sunshine were like the only two times that was ever really like given a lot of forefront and prominence. Wow, I talked a lot about that. Bulbberry's Purple Coin Glow. If you want a comparison to how this really feels for me, Luigi! It feels like Luigi because he's the second banana, and this is an asset reusey sequel. Yeah. I'm sorry, Luigi. No one ever told you that you're the asset reusey brother. I mean, you are the younger one after all, so you are reusing my assets. But I'm saying that the way that it felt to me, the reason why I never had a problem with it is, honestly, to me, this feels like Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask is probably the most merciless game at reusing assets that I've ever seen out of a big franchise. And it was also originally planned to be an expansion to Ocarina of Time, yet I don't think that really bothers anybody. I think that one, it's not really important to anyone that it was planned to be that because it's just a solid game in its own right. And I could say a lot about Majora's Mask having an interesting story to go along with it to make itself feel a lot more, like it has an identity. I was trying to make one word for that, and I realized there wasn't one very quickly. But yeah, that's just how my 2 cents are on that whole thing, and why I don't really see why that would hamper somebody's enjoyment of a gameplay experience. I was happy that they said that they After beating Galaxy 1, I was overjoyed when they said that they had so many ideas they didn't get to do that they could make another game out of them. And then at E3, all of a sudden at the end, when you thought that there wasn't going to be another big announcement, they announced this. I was over the moon when they announced this game. And I was happy to just see more of the same. I don't think it's really a bad thing at all that there was more of the same. Anyway, purple coins. We are almost done collecting all of them. This was not a very tough mission. A pretty leisurely stroll, actually. I'm sure by this point I'll know exactly why I wasn't able to get that that non-existent death plane to why I got killed by a non-existent death plane on this level. I'd be happy to show you on screen right now why that happened if I do know. Hit you. 3 to go. I can see him right in front of me. No time limit even. And the star is nice enough to spawn in right here. Aw, Yoshi. You don't get to glow like the star. Only the star gets to do that. And Luigi. Like Luigi would ever be glowing brightly in the eyes of Nintendo. Up next, we're up to Flipsville. Ain't no Squaresville. We're in Flipsville, man. It just sounds cool, you know? Flip-flopping in Flipsville. I was hoping Luigi was gonna be here. Then I was gonna be like, haha, we're switching to Luigi. It really is Flipsville. But, well, you got to hear my joke anyway, so it didn't go to waste. Those over there, Toad, what are you afraid of? There's plenty of room on either side. Ah, that thing's back looks so pointy! This enemy over here is a Glamdozer, a very remote enemy name that was only named in the Premium official guide, so I'd say take its official name with a grain of salt. Glamdozers in Japan are known as just simply buttons. I want to know the reason for why. Oh, the soft bellies look fun to squish. Wow. I guess it's the opposite of the purple. Oh my God. Are yellow, purple? Okay, so yellow is blue and yellow, and then purple. Okay, now I was gonna say if those were complementary colors and they had them have opposite opinions, that would have been so stylish. Unfortunately, it's not. Yeah, I don't know what it is with Japanese names in being so boring. You'll have. Is that our captain? How to get way up there? Yeah, considering he can't jump, I'd like to know that as well. I swear, like, you'll have an American spell in a Final Fantasy game, and it'll be, like, Ultra Mick Explosion Bonsai Mick 9000, and then you'll look up the name in Japan, and it's Fire. It's so frequently like that, where the Japanese names are just so unexciting compared to the American ones, where... I know that English is a language that has a million words for every concept where nothing is just purple. It's like ultraviolet and magenta and, you know, lavender and all that, whereas a lot of other languages aren't the same way. That's my only theory for what would have anything to do with that. It's just always bothered me that whenever I look up the Japanese names for anything, they're always so boring by comparison. Hey, it's Straw Hat Luffy's house, isn't it? I could see him living in a place like this and thinking it's a great deal and trading some magic beans or a great amount of gold for it. It's something that would totally happen, and besides with how long that series is going on for, I would not be surprised if he's done something of that magnitude up to this point. If I may talk about speedrunners... The speedrun of this level is tons of trickety-trick, just ass-pull, wall jumps. No scary monsters up here, I'm safe right now. Ah, Mario! I was just making sure we were all clear. Ah, sir! We spotted a monster over here! Well, stopping it is what we do. Crap, I forget what I was even saying now because Toad just steals all my attention away. Something about one. Oh, the speedrun, yeah. The speedrun of this is just so many crazy flips and wall jumps to get out of bounds and jump from planet to planet without actually having to use the launch stars. And it's super fun. If there's any level that I would learn the speedrun for, it's this one. I don't know if single level categories are really all that popular, but maybe you can take a free world record and I can make you that could be the catalyst that would make you want to do that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Well, those chain chomps in those windows don't have any teeth. It's just a flat white texture. Thought you'd like to know that. Many people were telling me that all chomps are like that in this game, or that like the mini Wanwans back in Sky Station are like that, but no, it's just those chain chomps that are behind the window that use a lower poly model, so they didn't bother making triangles for their deep. This is gonna be a 1-up. No! Wow, look at you, giving me a health recovery and not an extra life when I go out of my way for a secret? You're sure upping the ante on this difficulty. I'm proud of you. It's like you're any other Mario game. Oh, the thing doesn't have collision. I was hoping I could spin and make it, you know, do stuff. Flip over. Take the coins. I'll take the star bits as well at the same time, being efficient. And you can, okay, this is exactly where it connects us. So now you know how everything was meant to fit together. I myself wasn't sure I was getting turned around thanks to this level turning itself around. Flip over. Oh, whoa, that was terrible. No, actually, it was cool. It was very cool. It wasn't terrible. It's cool when things like that happen. Flippity floppity. Do it in advance so that this is not a problem. But you don't want to do it in advance here, because then you'll get some very... what? How did that not work? Oh, that hurts you. Duly noted, your ladyship. That's odd. I thought spikes were generally considered a male feature. I guess not. Well, I'll go up this way. Get a coin. Gonna flip you over. Taking a lot of damage that I shouldn't be taking, to be perfectly honest. Okay, I'll stop being so impatient. That shrieking voice of terror that we heard crying for help was this little nerdo. According to my investigation, you must lure Glamdozer in close and then kerthwomp! Know what I mean? That blue toad is the only time that this boss's name has ever been uttered in any official canon capacity. Oh, Blue Toad. You make it so we don't have to rely on Prima guides to know enemy names. I love you. You're the kind of hero that we needed but didn't deserve when I was a child. Glamdozer! Does not at all resemble her name. You suck. Okay, now. There are coins on the outer rim. You will not fall off, contrary to how the rest of this level has been with that. She'll go over to whatever side you're on. So there's no walking around to the other side. But what you gotta do is lure her in and ground pound again. She's surprisingly lenient with her hitboxes, where you can even ground pound on her chin and still get the point for it. Whoa, 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 whoa. That whipped out faster than I thought it would. She's able to belch up lava at you. How ladylike. Doesn't seem interested in staying on the opposite side. Okay, so you're gonna vomit up. You're gonna vomit that. And then we wanna go down. Don't wait for her to come to you. Just do it like that. Oh, you're a 4-hitter, eh? Yeah, they seem to be enjoying mixing up those boss hits on there. Bowser Jr. went down in 2 hits before, and now you're making up for it. He was awfully young after all. You're a mama. Wow, comboed. I'm kind of happy that we're on World 4, and that's the very first time that I would have ever actually have been wise to have taken up the Luma Shop's help. And it was a bad thing that I didn't. Well, gonna go ahead and pelt you in that. What an unfortunate birthmark to have on your belly from the start of your life. That's just asking for somebody to come and beat you up. High school must have been a miserable experience for you, even if you were prom queen in the end. Oh my god, she peaked in high school, where she became prom queen, and that was the most important thing that she did. She still has the crown from it on her head to this day, and has it as a regular part of her wardrobe, because she just can't move on because it's the only time that she ever mattered in her life. What a sad, depressing backstory, man. I feel for you. Well, I don't know. I think high school was honestly the worst 4 years of my life, so I don't really feel that whole peaking in high school thing. Okay, so that goes around the hole, and then you're going over this way. You don't want to wait for her to stop on top of it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, no, there we go. She's not gonna stop on top of it. You have to lure her towards it is what I'm trying to say. And as you would guess it, because she is an original character to Galaxy 2, we have never seen her again. She has never made any appearance, not even in Minecraft. I'm sure some unofficial texture pack is dedicated in her honor, though, because that's what video game fans do. Now you're walking over here, but I can't get you because you vomited in my hole. Do that. And you can go over this way. I can ground pound through and then ground pound again! I'm so sorry. I put your life to an end. I put your miserable life to an end. Never again do you have to live with that birthmark, because this is your last canon appearance, meaning that you have permanently died. A moment of silence for Glamdozer. Alright, that's enough of that.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty decent boss fight, pretty decent level. That's quite a lot of stars collected, and whoop, looks like we have even more options open now. Next time on Super Mario Galaxy 2, we chip away at all the many... Oh, you're interrupting me. A letter addressed to the Luma Baby Luma has arrived. To my lost Luma. If you're ever feeling alone, just know that your friends are behind you. Or at least, under you in this case. I hope the attached item is helpful to you. May the stars shine down on you. Wow, there were 50 star bits attached to the letter. Toad does not live a very complex life. He just sits around all day going, man, I sure hope I get to meet all these people that don't write return addresses on their mail. And that's his greatest ambition. Next time on Super Mario Galaxy 2, we go deeper into World 4 now that there seem to be no prankster comets, but that will soon change once we get another star. See you guys then.